What's going on YouTube? Sharp Reacts back with another video. Tap in if you willing, win, had that block spin again all the way down to the very end. Stay down on our $10 down to the very end, just to make sure you thrive and not sin. Patreon down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch a vibe. Catch a vibe from a subscriber. Because we love to live livers. Kendrick Super Bowl right here. You feel me? The performance. We gotta talk about it, right? I'm not gonna show no video on here because it might get blocked by Apple Music and or the Super Bowl in the NFL itself. Reason being, I don't want to have no copyrights. I don't want to have no issues. Y'all seen it already. It's already on the top trending page. But I just want to give my critique on the performance. First of all, I will say this. I know it's the Super Bowl, and I didn't really want to go nowhere to actually, well, actually, I was sick. I was kind of sick anyway. I was feeling queasy all day, and I had to cook some, I had to, you know what I'm saying, put on a couple dishes for the family, but there was no way I was going to be able to make it anywhere else, because I wanted to take in the whole performance as a musical enthusiast myself. You know what I'm saying? Just for the page, just to give my whole opinion on it, just to give my whole review, my whole breakdown on it. But nonetheless, I thoroughly enjoyed every single bit of that performance. I don't care what nobody says. The people that said that was the worst Super Bowl halftime of all time, I'll give that one to Pokemon when she said it. There was a lot of people that, you know, that just didn't, and I knew there were never going to be people. There's never going to be a certain, I'm not even going to say a certain type of people, but a certain demographic, a certain lane of people that are just going to be like, well, rap should never be in this, rap should never be in that. There's not one rapper, I don't think, that would have did it and then everybody would have been like, oh, he did great. I think rap is just still fresh and new to that kind of audience within itself, especially like the Super Bowl audience, NFL fans, but NFL players, no, not at all. The people that play the game, absolutely not. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like 10 out of 10 to me. One of my personal favorites. Like I said, there's been other performances where I looked at and I'm like, what's this hitting on? This Super Bowl had a relying message to it. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if they said that he shouldn't have performed Not Like Us had to be performed. Only reason, because I'm not saying because it's the biggest song. I'm not saying it because it was his best song, so he had to. I'm not saying that he had to perform it because of what was I about to say? Just because there was a lot of people that were saying a bunch of things. He didn't have to perform because he has a big catalog. He only had to perform it just because Drake sued him to not perform it. So it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Even if he didn't even decide to perform it, I would have performed it just off the gripe of I can perform it. That's the only thing that makes sense about it. I'm telling you guys, whatever anybody else tells you, if somebody, listen, we are natural humans in life. If somebody tells us, I bet you won't do it, what you think you gonna do? You gonna do it. That's a part of our nature. That's a part of our human DNA. I bet you won't talk to that girl. What you mean? Of course I'm gonna go. I bet you won't lift that 300. What you mean? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I bet you won't throw that brick across the road, like, you know what I mean? I bet you won't throw that brick at, I don't know. Throw that brick at the car is crazy, but you get what I'm saying. Like, us as natural human beings, bro, what do you expect when somebody says, oh, what do you expect when somebody says, I'm gonna sue you just for, I don't want you to do the song at the Super Bowl, and then your whole label say, well, if you don't want to perform it or not, we gonna back you on perform it just because the other guy said he's trying to sue. Well, of course I'm gonna do it. What you mean? I'm gonna tease you on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? People try to act like there's rules to this. Like, bro, no, there's no rules to this. Listen, if you have a chance and you get this big and your song happens to be the biggest song and somebody tells you not to do the Super Bowl, what you gonna do? That's all I'm gonna say. There's too many dog whistles out there when it came to that one. That was crazy. What's another thing that happened? Let me put that to the side. By the way, we are missing people in the culture like Fab, Freddy, and Big Tigger that did their work on what, you know what I'm saying, what the culture is and what, you know what I'm saying, and by the way, relied on, you know what I'm saying, the news and just reported on the news and had no biased opinions on it and just let things happen, let things be the way they be, let hip hop be hip hop. That's all I'm gonna say. But in the performance, Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam was the perfect fit. He was like, you couldn't, like, you could have did like Morgan Freeman as Uncle Sam. No, it made sense to have Sam as Sam. It's your Uncle Sam. Come on, man. Samuel L. Jackson, he did that perfectly. I mean, he's one of the greatest actors of all time, so it was only right that we had Samuel L. Jackson. And then on top of that, if you watch Chirac, you would actually know what it's a Spike Lee joint. If you watch Chirac, then you absolutely knew what was going on. He was playing the man. Listen, go watch Chirac. I don't even want to bring no spoilers to it. Just go watch the movie, and you'll see exactly. Matter of fact, go watch the movie this week before Valentine's Day. Before you go to your, you know what I'm saying, get your girl's gifts, your man's gifts, whatever y'all plan on doing the Valentine's Day, whatever y'all plan on doing, spa date, whatever. Go watch Chirac, please do. And then on top of that, if you want to make this gripe on it too, he had the X, the square, the O, and the triangle for the games, PlayStation. Hey man, and this what makes it so, like, we playing a game here and I won. Turn this TV off. Game over. By the way, you can say also this weekend, PlayStation Network shut down. The TV was off of PlayStation Network. So technically, if you wanna make a gripe on that one, the timing, I know that wasn't no divine, but the timing on that was perfect. PlayStation Network shut down. Kendrick had the games on. Turn the TV up. He shut the games down. How do you like that? That one couldn't get no better. He was like, it's your boy Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the games. And then he, you know what I'm saying, he's performing on top of the G and X. And then he has the singers coming out in red, white, and blue. Of course, if you're from California and you know the gripe on the Bloods and the Crips and all of the dissident gangs all around the world, you've seen it at the pop-out show. Kendrick was trying to unite. Trying to unite gangs on the stage. He was uniting gangs with the Super Bowl, even with the American flag. Even though it was red, white, and blue, it's still the red and blue on one stage at the same time. SZA had on red, Kendrick had on blue. I mean, Serena had on blue. I mean, it was just a unison of different colors together. And then on top of that, them performing on as all black dancers, by the way. It's a whole nother thing within itself. Beautiful. I like to see that. At the Super Bowl, black dancers at the Super Bowl. I saw my dude out there with the red fit and red hair. Kill it. Not only all black, bro, I mean just straight black, bro. I mean, like, my complexion, like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, we all come from the same, you know what I mean? Like, it just felt like that. And then on top of that, them forming the American flag while he was performing Humble. Catch that. I caught that. You know what I'm saying? And then and he was in the middle, splitting it down, going down, and then they turned their backs on each other. Caught that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of if you know, people are saying like, well, you can't enjoy it. Like, it's a lot of like, I can't just enjoy the performance as is. One thing about Kendrick, it's always something that's an underlying message with Kendrick. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, if you're not a fan, then you're not gonna like it. If you're a fan, then you are having a field day right now. That's just how it is. And if you're not even a fan, if you're just a fan of hip hop and you're just a fan of just like you're just a fan of like double entendres, meanings. You're a fan of what your history is like in the world. You'll love this. You'll love this. SZA, brought out SZA. SZA did well. I mean, amazing. You know. And then, you know what I'm saying, he started performing the songs, and then Uncle Sam was like, hold on, you doing a little too ghetto. You doing it in front of these white folks, man. Stop doing this. You're being too black. Tone it down some. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know what, I ain't even gonna tone it down. Then he bring the street lights on. Guy chilling on the street light at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like the kid that's just reminiscing. And then he brought the, you know what I'm saying, like my boy, you know what I'm saying, he brought the boys from the correctional facility, you know what I'm saying, had grills on, my boy was shaking his dread, you feel me, they were just on the street corner, just like, you know what I'm saying, it seemed like they were like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, like they just, like how they probably would be in Cali, just, you know what I'm saying, dreaming away, you feel me, like, just like, hey man, we gonna have our 40 acres and a mule one day. By the way, the 40 acre and a mule, you know what I'm saying, the 40 acre and a mule thing was beautiful. Also, the fact that, I'm gonna get that, you know what, I'm gonna get to that last. But I thought he wouldn't have performed Peekaboo. He performed Peekaboo. I am so grateful. Thank you, Kendrick. I needed to hear that one personally. And then when his first verse came up and he just popped up Peekaboo, like, you know what I'm saying? That was a whole thing within itself. I was so dope. That was so dope. I am so grateful for that. And then he performed you know what I'm saying, All the Stars, the joints with SZA. Cool. And then this is where we get to the part right here. This is where we get to that song. So he teases it starting out, and he was like, you know, I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they like to sue. Like, this is people were like, he could have did. I think the people that said he could have did so much more, I honestly think they're low-key more fans of Drake's. More like they're kind of like underlying hating. Some of it be pretty evident. I gotta be honest with you. There's some dudes that had Drake in their DMs. They had Drake in their DMs, and they're like, "Oh my God, bro, that's effed up. That's crazy, bro. Oh my God." There's some guys that are trying to be that person to be like, "Hey, this ain't right. This, you know what I'm saying?" Or who said that? I gotta be honest with you. He shouldn't have performed it. They still trying to, you feel me? They still trying to, In my words, I want to say they're trying to J. Cole it, kind of like a, but some of them more like, you know what I mean? And it's like, at the end of the day, bro, it's culture. It's culture. Like, he'll be fine. At the end of the day, he'll be fine. Jay-Z not. Or Jay-Z was Tracy. Look, Jay-Z's cool, bro. Like, it's cool. It's cool to lose. Like, that's not. Sometimes when you lose and you don't know how to lose, that's your biggest loss, is not knowing how to lose, because you didn't think you lost, and that's gonna take from anything within itself. But he teased him. He was like, "Yeah, you know they like to sue." And he's like, "Oh no, you gonna do it?" He said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it." And then he teased it that time. And then Samuel L. Jackson, Uncle Sam, came back. He was like, "See, this is," after he performed, he's like, "This is how you do it. You do it just for the fans. You give them what they want." Next thing you know, it's dun, 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 dun. Came back again. He was like, "Yeah, you can fake the funk, but you can't fake influence." And I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding like boy. And when that song came on, it was on like Donkey Kong, boy. When I tell you, everybody was turned. Everybody worldwide was turned. I'm not talking about the Super Bowl, because there was people that, of course, it's the Super Bowl, bro. There's a lot of people that don't know songs. There was a lot of people that didn't know songs of Usher's last year. There's a lot of people that didn't know songs of Weeknd. A lot of people that didn't know songs of Rihanna's. A lot of people don't know Beyonce's. Like, if we're gonna be honest, y'all, these are most of the people are at the Super Bowl usually have so much money that they probably don't even consume music like that. Or if they do consume music, it's like the stuff that I want to person. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't even gonna be the stuff that, whatever. But worldwide, let's just say black households, I didn't realize how much kids love Not Like Us. I knew it, but I didn't know it. When I tell you, say Drake, like that was diabolical within itself. Say Drake, like he did the Say Drake, like, you know what I mean? Like that one, it was like, I'm looking at you because I know you're watching the TV. Like he like I'm young. You better never go to Cell Block 1 and then wonder what? Bro, I swear to God, I didn't know kids go crazy as much as they did for this. Kids are going crazy to Not Like Us and TV off, by the way, which I'm gonna get to that. But kids are going crazy. And I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. I knew how big it was and I've seen how big it is. But when you actually get to experience it firsthand and you're actually seeing kids jumping up and going crazy, it is ridiculous. Kendrick may have the next generation. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Kendrick may have the next generation. And when I say next generation, I mean like the next generation of kids that are looking at this and being like, well, I don't want to go the passive aggressive route just like the other guy. I want to go the direct route. I want to really speak my mind and I really want to relate some things and I want to get my truth off and have fun doing it. That may be, if that's a reach, y'all can tell me. But end of the day, I'm just speaking an opinion. This ain't the truth here. This is just what I'm feeling right now. But when he performed that, and then that wop, and then the A minor came on, and everybody, it was like the saying around the world, A minor, and then everybody goes crazy. First of all, people at the Super Bowl going crazy. I mean, at bars. I mean, at carnival cruises. I mean, at your local cookouts, bro. I mean, everywhere. Everybody's screaming that line. No matter how you slice it or dice it, that is one of the greatest lines of all time. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then he goes from that to TV off, which is meant for the Super Bowl. And then this is where it definitely means something to the kids. Once he said mustard, the kids are screaming that. The kids, y'all. What about the kids? Like Kanye said, what about the kids? I know it's not a good time to mention yay, but what about the kids? It's about these kids, bro. The kids are screaming it like crazy, and I never thought that would happen. I never thought we would see this day that Kendrick, like it's crazy. Like Kendrick has the youth, y'all. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Now Drake's still gonna be fine, y'all. Drake is, you see he's touring Australia right now. He's out the country. He's touring. He's doing his thing. Like Drake is gonna be fine, y'all. No matter what, there's still gonna be solid fans of Drake. Drake is still gonna be still Drake. Like that's I think that's one thing, right? I think the fact that it's hurting, I think Drake takes it so personal Drake takes it more personal than everybody else. I think that's what makes it so wild about it, is because he's like, nah, I gotta do something. Like, everybody's like, nah, you're good. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Drake takes it more personal than everybody else. I think he's more passive aggressive with it than his compadres or the people that, you know what I'm saying, that dog whistle him. That are even his even a lot of the fans out there that's like, hey, Drake ain't lost, which everybody knows that. It's just Drake feels like he lost. So, and if he feels like he lost, well, then that's pretty evident. But yeah, him bringing out DJ Mustard, walking into New Orleans with the Ella Kid, Ella yelling mustard, and then like, once again, bro, kids love it just to scream that, bro, mustard. Turn his TV off, and then at the end when he takes the remote, and then it's like ha, then it goes game over. He's like, yeah, I'm into this here, bro. The games is over. He shut it down like PlayStation Network for real. So, at the end of the day, y'all, this performance, this is a great performance, and this is only gonna carry on with the tour, which I'm going to, by the way. I want to get the personal experiences. Stadium tour, by the way, of the Grand National, with SZA. I think it's gonna be fun. Now, Is this the last time we hear from the beef? I know there's a lot of people gonna be asking that. I think it's all dependent on Drake now. It really is, because granted, we honestly, him doing the lawsuits to everything, him doing the lawsuits to UMG, him doing the lawsuits including the reactors, like, it just elevated it again. Like, it just made it, no matter what Drake does, he no matter what he does, like, no matter what he was doing throughout this whole process, he kept it more relevant than Kendrick. The only reason people was like, well, you need Kendrick because you know Drake purposefully went out his way to try to defame the Kendrick joint. Like, he went out his way purposely. Like, well, he's speaking on me. It was like, Drake, you threw shots too. I think that's what a lot of people are missing about this. They're like, well, Kendrick's biggest song is Drake's diss song. And it's like, what's the crazy thing about it is, like, you asked him to drop, you asked him to do all this, and you asked him to do all that, but yet, if this went your way, then it probably would have went a little different, you know what I mean? But and that's neither here nor there. But I think Drake ignited it just as much as Kendrick did. That's why I don't agree with people that have been like, well, Kendrick shouldn't have did the song, because Drake kept igniting it. So it's like, why not? At this point, be petty about it. So 10 out of 10 performance, loved it all the way. I gotta go do some things. I gotta go take care of some things. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell when I post more videos, and be great, be a human, be great, and be lovely. So I will see you guys later. Peace.